All right, here we are once again. Look, I am having a blast doing this coffee and creators thing. Did not ever think that I would get some of the people that I've gotten on this show thus far. And this show is going to be extra special for a couple of reasons. Because number one, this is our first Coffee and Creators International, where I get the opportunity to chat with one of my international creator friends. But it's also somebody that I have kind of looked up to for the entire time that I've ever been doing content. It's somebody that I have kind of idolized. I've watched the way that he's done it. I've modeled some of my stuff after him. I even wear his merch. One of the few things that I've bought out of somebody else's merch store. He is a absolutely hilarious guy. He is the critique of all things the English language. He is a lover of peanut butter. And of course, he is from all the way down under. Joining us this morning, his time is the Baron. Let's go ahead and bring him on out. Welcome, Baron.
Hey, what's going on?
What is going on, man?
Oh, mate.
No delay in the time.
The glorious northwest coast of Tasmania.
Oh,
it's
God.
It's a cold day today. But
it's a cold day. What kind of cold is it? How cold is it?
No, I don't think it gets quite as cold as it does in America. I think it's probably about, I'd say, 10 degrees Celsius today, maybe 8 degrees Celsius. But I don't know what that is in Fahrenheit.
Oh, we got to get. Where's the smart people? What's 10 in the comments? What's 10 degrees Celsius in Fahrenheit? Please, somebody help us out here.
Help us out there.
Help us out here. Well, dude, I am absolutely excited to have you on here. First and foremost, I've watched you forever since I got started, and I absolutely love what you do. And being that you're a fellow big guy from down under, I think that the connection is already there just based on that. Plus, we both got this going on, right? So
yeah, although mine's a lot shorter now. I had to get rid of it. Yours is great. It is great. It always looks on point in every video. It's fantastic. Nah, you deserve every bit of compliment you get.
I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Well, hey, we're gonna have a lot of fun today. I've got some new stuff planned to do with you that I have never done with other people before. But before we get into all of that fun stuff, the one thing I like to kick off my show with all of my creators friends is always that question that everybody asks. How did you get started in doing all this craziness that we call social media, especially at your age and having a family and kids and being an Australian on top of that? What was your spark? What's your story? How did you get here?
Well, I started a new job. I got a new job, right? So I'm a train driver now, but back then I've been doing it for about 2.5, 3 years now. I think close to that number. And I got a new job as a shunter, and I had the guy that was training me, who's actually getting married this weekend, and I'm emceeing his wedding. But sorry, back to the story. He was training me, and he's always like, when we had a bit of downtime, he was always like on this TikTok app, right? And I'm like, what? I'd heard of TikTok, and I knew all the young people, young cool hip people were doing it. And I just saw that, like, I started watching the videos with him, and I was having fun. I'm like, this is fun. I could do something like this. Yeah. I could definitely do something like this. And I started out doing the trend thing where you mime something and and things like that. And that didn't do that well for me. And then I saw someone carry on about something, going around, and I said, well, I can do that. And so I just started ranting. I did one. The first video I ever did was the comparison between people that hate roadworks and the people, probably also the same people that hate terrible roads. So I got in my car, pretended I was driving, had the camera going, and I sort of went as if I was going over the bumps, and I was going, these fucking roads, fucking fix them, carry on, rah. And then flash to people who hate roadworks, and it was the same person in the car, me driving again. Oh, every time I go around a bloody corner, there's roadworks, and I've got to stop and carry on. And then, and that sort of got about 10 or 15,000 views, and I went, I'm onto something here. And then I just kept sort of going from there.
Yeah, and you've taken it in like two of my favorite directions in the world. First of all, you are the critique of all critiques of everything that is the English language, and we'll talk a little bit about that in a second. But the other thing you have a passion for is one of my favorite things in the world, which is peanut butter.
Mm-hmm. You love peanut. I absolutely love peanut butter.
You could take away just about everything in life, but peanut butter. And I'd still be happy.
Yeah, it is. I've gone on record saying for years and years and years, my number one favorite food is peanut butter, bar none. That's it. That's my favorite taste is peanut butter.
Like so would you take peanut butter over cheese?
I would, but
Okay.
cheese is right up its backside.
Right there,
like
right there together.
Yeah. But I would say I probably eat more cheese. I probably do eat more cheese, but I don't think I could actually live without peanut butter.
Freaking peanut butter is awesome. So how did you get started with the critique of the English language? Where did that all come from, and what was the inspiration behind that?
Well, actually, I did, and I can't remember the creator's name. I did see a lady. She did a video, and she sort of ripped on the letter P. And I don't know. All through my working life, I've had conversations with my mates about how words are spelt, and I'm not a great speller myself, and all this sort of stuff. And she did this video, and I just thought it was the funniest thing I had ever seen in my entire life. She didn't swear or carry on or anything like that. And I thought, I've got to kind of recreate this video the way that the Baron would.
Right.
So I thought, right, I'm going to do it. I obviously didn't do it word for word, and I used different words in it. But I guess the skeleton of the video was quite similar to what she'd done. I tagged her in it.
Yeah.
And I think that was my first video that had over 500,000 views.
Wow.
Was the yeah. So, and I went, oh, this is great. Like, and then the thing is, once you do something like that and you get that many views, the content just comes to you. People just start sending. What about this word? What about that word? It's like, oh, absolutely.
They make it easy. I mean, honestly, the people make it easy for you. They make it really easy.
They do. Can anyone tell me if I'm live? I can see you live on there. Oh, you are.
You're probably, here's the thing is when you're on Instagram, you have to watch your Instagram live from another page. So like I'm watching my Instagram from my personal page. So hi everybody on Instagram. We can see you, everybody on Instagram. So we're both live on Instagram right now, and I'm watching you. I have my phone over here in the corner. You guys can't see it, but I got my phone right here beside here watching all the comments on Instagram, and I see all the comments on Facebook and YouTube over here in the chat with us. It's just something weird about the service that we use. StreamYard doesn't allow you to pump the Instagram comments in there. So we're watching.
Can see it now. There it is.
There you go.
I'm going to get it up. I had to go to my my podcast page to get it up. Yeah. It's just so I can see the comments. So that's
So they're there now. The comments. Cool. So the name Baron, where did that come from?
Oh, right. So years ago, I used to work in the mining industry. Mining industry is really big over here in Australia. It's where bogans can go and earn lots of money. Basically, is what it is. So it's a fly in, fly out sort of thing.
So what's a bogan? Before you get further, what's a bogan? Because I know what a bogan is after Mrs. went down there. But what's a bogan?
Well, it's kind of like your redneck. It's the American redneck, basically, but the Australian version of the redneck. So I consider myself a bogan. The way that I talk is quite ochre, like very Australian, is what we would say, is very ochre. Someone who swears a lot, probably generally has a cigarette hanging out their mouth and likes to drink lots of beer. That would be probably that's your bogan sort of setup, right? So there's a lot of bogans in mining. But where Baron came from, it was a really, really good. We're up in the desert, basically. You're in the middle of nowhere. There's just flats. It's just red dirt and a hole in the ground where people are digging, is what it is. And it was really, really cold one night. I didn't have a beanie, obviously being bald, and no beanie. That doesn't really mix with the cold. So, and there was no beanies on site. They only had. It's like a hat. This hat thing, right? That welders wear under their helmets.
Yeah.
And it had things, and it come down here like this, like the Red Baron, the pilot, thing, and it had that on there. And for some reason, I don't know where I got them from, but I had these goggles as well, and I just happened to put these goggles around this hat, and they just stayed around the hat. I don't even know where it is, the hat, but and everyone started calling me the Red Baron.
Oh,
yeah, because I look like a pilot, look like a fighter pilot sort of thing. I didn't care. I just wanted to be warm. And then I started doing. I actually feel like I pioneered TikTok back then, because I started doing Snapchats and miming music, and I made it so that the Baron couldn't actually talk. He could only mime things. So if I wanted to tell a story, I had to choose the right songs to mime to. was my whole thing. This was before TikTok was a thing. This was before, what was it called? We Dance
Vine,
or something?
Vine.
Oh, Vine. It was before Vine. Yeah, no one had ever heard of this. This was back in 2012, 2013, right?
Oh,
and
okay.
I was doing that. Yeah, I was doing that. And then I with the Baron, I started a t-shirt brand called Instinct Athletic. It was like it's going to be a sports brand. I was really into fitness back then. I was always at the gym and things like that. So I started a brand with him, and he'd basically, it'd be me talking to him, and he'd be singing back to me. And that's just where the Baron came from. That was just the name, the Baron. And then obviously he went missing for a long time. And then TikTok came about. I thought, I might recreate the Baron. I actually think the first video I ever posted on TikTok was wearing the hat and the goggles.
Oh.
So there you go. If someone can be bothered going back through my TikTok, there's about 700 videos there now. I think the first one, had the Baron in it.
So when you got up to where you're at, or when you got, let's say, what you would consider to be big time, how did your family react to this?
Oh, right. So my wife has never thought I'm funny. Has never ever thought that I was funny. So, like, even today, I said, "Look, I'm going live today with this massive creator. Like, he's one of my favorite creators." She just goes, "Righto, off you go." That's what I get all the time. But she knows, like, she understands. Like, she can see why people do laugh at it. But my mum can't stand it. My mum doesn't like it at all. She liked the old Baron that didn't talk.
Really?
Doesn't like the new Baron that swears and curses and all that
just
sort of stuff.
Has fun.
Yeah, has fun. Like, lives life. At 40, decides to have fun.
Yeah,
not happy.
Don't do it.
No, she doesn't hate it. I shouldn't say she hates it, but she's like a big eye raiser. And, oh, Nathan, what are you doing? Like that sort of thing.
Do you get recognized when you go out in town yet?
Oh, I went to a concert. Like, it was like a concert about 6 months ago, and I didn't see any of the concert. I was up the back of the concert having photos and meeting and greeting. Yeah.
Was it planned to be like that, or did that just happen?
No, I went. My wife bought the tickets for us to go to this concert together with a group of friends, and none of them saw me for the whole concert. And I still got crap about it now. But it's not always that bad. It's not quite that. It was just that you saw one person yells it out. Everyone goes, "Oh my God, it is too, bro. It's the Baron, bro." And there was like people lining up for photos. Like, "Oh, this is great. This is great. I don't mind that sort of stuff."
Yeah.
Then all of a sudden, I missed a couple of the bands. I'm like, I missed the concert.
So how was it the first time that happened to you? That somebody came up to you and was like, "You're the Baron."
I loved it. I absolutely loved it. Like, I liked not the notoriety. I like that people enjoy what I do, because if I meet someone, right, and they say, "Oh, I love your videos," that means we've got the same sense of humor, because I generally don't post something that I don't think's funny myself. So it's like, all right, we're going to get along. I think
that's a good point.
I never thought about we're going to get along here. Yeah, that's the way I see it. Like, we're cut from the same cloth. Then, if you like what I do, then great.
Awesome.
We're away here. Yeah,
awesome.
yeah.
It's. I mean, for me, it was awkward the first time, but I've got used to it. Obviously, now that we're doing a freaking comedy tour, I've gotten used to it. It was definitely awkward. It was awkward.
Yeah, I could imagine. Yeah,
I was just like, why?
Yeah, I don't know. It depends what. I don't think I've never had a bad sort of like stalkery sort of person come up to me. It's always, "Hey mate, oh, you're the Baron," and they don't sort of tend to bother me. It's like, "G'day, how you going?" High five, and then maybe a quick photo. "Hey man, love your videos," and then they're off. Yeah. They're not sort of following me around the bar or anything like that. Like, they're not doing that. So there's no problems there.
That's good. That's good. That's good to hear. And I mean, obviously, you're down in Australia, which is going to be what we would perceive to be a whole different culture about how they go about doing that. Because in America, I'll be honest with you, there are people that you get a little weirded out by. But I don't feel like that would happen down there. I feel like that's just
Aussies inherently don't care.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, so they'll be like, "Oh," like a lot of the times, like, they'll just go, "Oh, there's the Baron. Who cares?" Like, I'd probably get 90% of the people would just go, "Who cares?" Like, when they see me. Yeah. And then there's 10% will come and say, "Hey, you going, man? Like, I love your stuff," which I love. I love both. So whatever, one's not annoying me. The other one's not annoying me either. Like, it's just,
Awesome. Well, I want to play a little game with you. Okay. This is a new game that I just came up with. All right.
A new game that you've just made up the rules, is it?
I just made up this game.
Like I'm gonna lose.
I made up this game just for you, but I'm gonna use this game every time that I do this live stream going forward, because I think this is gonna be awesome, especially when I tailor it to people in their area, country. For the most part, I'm gonna be doing it in people in the United States, but country-wise, this is gonna be fun. So it's gonna be called Love It, Fear It, or Don't Care. Okay, those are your 3 options.
Okay, and right, I get it now. I thought it was like a competing game that you were just going to
no point.
So
no point. We're just interested to share some of your cultural things you got going on in Australia, and for a lot of the Americans that are watching, they can get a real perspective from an Australian of what the hell you guys really feel about what we think you guys absolutely love. So you ready?
I am.
All right. First one, shark diving.
Hate it and fear it.
Hate it and fear it.
Can I have both answers?
You can do whatever you want. You can do whatever you want.
I do care about it, and I ain't doing it because I'm scared shitless of it. I hate the idea of it. Like, it honestly makes me go, oh, nah, I couldn't. I see the videos of people doing it.
Yeah.
And I'm like, no, this is no good. What are you doing? Stay out of there. I live right across the road from the ocean, and I do not go in it. I paddle up to probably my knees, and that's it. Because those sharks, they can come up pretty shallow if they want. I know, don't worry.
Now, would you say that that's the consensus perspective, or is that like the minority of people feel this way in Australia?
Oh, well, now there's a good question, because we have a lot of surfers here. I'd say we have less surfers than we don't, though.
Or is there just a healthy respect?
I tell you, amongst, I think it's healthy respect, but amongst my friends, she's a no-go zone. Like, we're out of there. We don't go.
You get a swimming pool and you'll be fine.
As if we all non-ocean swimmers just conga together.
I'm the same way. I got a pool in the backyard. I don't go in the ocean for the same reason, and we don't have the kind of sharks that you guys have. So no way.
Oh, you don't have white pointers?
No,
great whites?
Not where I'm at. We get like 1 or 2 great whites off the coast, but it's nothing like what Australia has. Nothing like that.
Oh, mate. Just throw a bit of steak in the ocean and it wouldn't last. It wouldn't even hit the water. I don't reckon.
I know. I know the missus, when she was down there, she went shark diving in the cage diving off of Calypso.
She's mad.
And
she's mad. We wouldn't get along.
She was insane.
No way.
Nah. Like, nope. Hard nope.
Because the other thing they do is, like, to make it like more scary or whatever, they sort of poke the sharks or something to sort of make them angry.
Water.
What?
They chum the water. They put the fish guts in the water.
No.
Yes. To get them all stirred up.
Why?
And wait, here's the better one. She
Sharks
said,
are angry enough anyway. I've never seen a calm shark.
She said that to make it more interesting, they will come at night and they will actually drop you on the bottom of the ocean with an airline down there, and you can sit on the bottom in completely pitch black with a flashlight.
How does that make it more exciting? That makes it horribly, horribly terrifying.
Exactly. I said, well, you can have fun with that, and I'll make sure your insurance is paid. That's all I'm going to do.
Yeah, see, make sure your insurance.
Yeah, exactly, because I'm not getting involved with it.
No, that's a no-go. But I'm just trying to think of any of my friends that would love to do that. I mean, some of them would probably do it for the experience, but they'd be like, they wouldn't need to chum the water up if I was getting in there. I'd have already done it in my pants. Like, I'd have just
chocolate chum.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. We call it burley the water over here too.
Burley the water.
Burley. Okay. I don't know what that means. I'm not a fisherman, but that's what they do. That's what fishermen do.
All right. Here's the next one. And I might butcher this word, okay, because it's an Australian word. Quokkas.
Sorry, what?
Quokkas.
Quokkas.
The little furry animal. What are they called? They're called Quokka.
Quokka? Oh, never heard of them.
You've never heard of those?
Quokka.
Oh, now I got to pull it.
What makes Quokka? I don't think I've ever seen one.
Quokka?
Can I go onto a page here and search it quickly or not?
No, I got you right here. I'll pull a picture up.
Okay.
I'll pull a picture up. All right, hold on. because I want to know how you really feel about these little guys. All right, here we go. Can you see him?
Oh, so he looks kind of cute. You've never seen one.
You've never seen one?
They might not be down in Tassie. So in Tassie, we don't have all the animals in Tassie. We're on an island. At the bottom.
Okay.
We're at where we don't have we've only got 3 types of snakes over here. Whereas I think Australia itself's got 26 of the most deadly snakes, or the top 26 deadly snakes, or something, or whatever, something like that. We've only got 3 of them over here.
Okay.
But I used to, like I said, I worked in Western Australia though, so they've got the deadly ones like taipans and
the browns and all that stuff.
I almost sat an esky down on a king brown one day. That was not a great time. I can tell you that. Yeah, but no, I've never seen but I think they're called a quokka. Now you've said that.
Quokka.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but I've never seen one, so don't care.
Don't care. All right.
Yeah.
All right. Ready? Foster's beer.
Nah. See, this is the thing. I don't know how it become our international beer. Like, I don't know how it became
Crocodile Dundee. Beer. It's Crocodile Dundee.
No one drinks. No, I think it's like must be a Northern Territory beer then, because that's where Crocodile Dundee's set is, in the Northern Territory.
Yeah,
that must be because it's nowhere else. Well, I don't reckon. I'd be lucky to go into a bottle shop or a liquor store, as you guys call it, and find a carton of Foster's now. I don't reckon to find one.
So I'd be surprised if I hear it, or you don't care.
Don't care.
You hate it. Or you hate it.
Well, I've never tried it, but
you never tried it.
So I generally drink top shelf or whiskey, and I drink that more than I drink beer. Yeah. But every now and then I have a beer. Like, I don't mind. There's a new beer over here called Better Beer that I quite like because it's not so beery, but real beer lovers don't like it. So it's like, no.
Is it getting into like the flavored beers? Is that what it is?
Well, they've got like a ginger beer and they've got a cider as well. Have you ever heard of the Inspired Unemployed?
Never
it's
heard
2 guys. They're 2 Aussie guys. They're called they're creators, and they're called the Inspired Unemployed. And so they just do like the dances on a work site and things like that.
Yeah.
And then they created this beer, and it was the fastest growing beer in Australia since the early 1980s, I think. Like, it was like it just flew off the shelf. Wow. Now they're a big business. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so Foster's is not what we think Foster's is.
Nah, it's just I think
it's your favorite beer.
From what I've heard, like, it's garbage beer. I don't ever remember trying it. I might have tried it in like high school or something like that. But
I've actually had it. I mean, I've had it when I was younger, and it wasn't my favorite. But look, the United States has gone wacky with beers. Okay, there is a beer of every flavor possible. It's craft beer. There's no beer flavored beer anymore. It's all
it's all.
Don't take the America's perspective of beer to be worth anything. Because it's gone.
Yeah, okay.
Bonkers.
Yeah, I mean, we've got a lot of the craft beers in that here now too. Like, you go in, I think I had a beer the other day. It tasted like a bloody meringue.
Like a mango.
A mandarin. Like a mandarin. So I think of the word. And I thought, what? This isn't a beer. But it was nice. But like, I couldn't sit there and have a skinful.
No, absolutely not. Absolutely not.
Yeah.
All right.
More of it. Maybe they should make them like little shot beer, little shooter beers or something like that. And that's what they can sell with those.
And I've got to the point where if I'm going to drink a whole beer, it better be really good. I really better love it.
What do you reckon over there? Say you go to a bar, what size glass do you buy it in? Do you have like a pint or a midi or a? What do you call your glass?
The U.S. has really gone kind of European on the pint.
So you go on pint.
Yeah, pretty much. That's kind of your standard pour. You can get a 12-ounce pour, or you can get a pint. That's usually the standard 2 options you get.
Yeah.
So they don't have the really cool line on the glasses like in Europe. They don't have that yet, but they'll get it eventually, I'm sure.
Yeah. So over here, when I say growing up, like through my 18s to probably my 30s, 35, it was the main beer you'd buy was a 10-ounce.
A 10-ounce
would be your pour. It's 10-ounce pour in Tasmania. They call it a pot in the rest of Australia, but 10-ounce, right? And then all of a sudden, everyone started drinking pints and schooners, which I don't know how big a schooner is, but like now everyone drinks pints and schooners and stuff, right? Okay. I thought it was interesting because it was 10-ounce for the first 15 years that I drank alcohol, and now all of a sudden it's gone to pints.
All right. The next one. Love it, fear it, or don't care. Vegemite.
Love it.
Love it.
Absolutely love it. Yeah. Have you had it?
I've tried it. I can say that it wouldn't be my first choice.
Okay, so how did you have it? Can you explain to me how? Because it's like
I just tried it. I just tried a spoon of it. I just tried a spoon of it.
No. Dad bod. No one's eating Vegemite out of the jar. It's not peanut butter, right? It's Vegemite, right? So you Vegemite, you have like, so you get your toast.
Yeah.
Spread a nice thick, good layer of butter on it. I don't know
Yeah.
how much, whether you have butter or margarine, but whatever you have, a good layer of butter on it, and then like a real thin layer of Vegemite over that. And that is something special.
What is Vegemite?
No one knows. I don't even know what. I don't know. I don't think it's made out of vegetables. I'm not sure.
I mean, I would think that with the name Vegemite, it should be like chopped up like veggie puree and like protein.
Well,
that's what I think. When I think Vegemite,
like,
I'm thinking, like
Vegemite.
The name
doesn't need mites. Yeah, you're right. You're dead right. I think you could be right. I don't know. But the song was catchy. It was all marketing to start with. You ever hear the song?
When did it come out?
1800s, I think.
Vegemite. Oh, really?
I don't even know if Australia's been around that long. No, it was very early on. Like it was well before my mum was a kid. Like
yeah.
So and that's ancient. But that was mostly marketing. Was their stuff like it was? They had this song, "We're happy little Vegemites, as bright can be," and basically their thing was every mouthful of Vegemite puts a rose in every cheek, because you know how like it's real sort of like it's that real savoury, salty sort of taste. It puts a bit of a rose, and it does. You feel like you got a rose in your cheek. It's like it was the perfect marketing ploy.
Huh. Everybody says it's
there we go. Vegemite's a yeast extract. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. All right. I still don't know what it is, and I'll have to try it again and try it the way that you're saying.
Butter on toast. Yeah, 100%.
Everything that Americans have heard is said that Vegemite is a love, and you have validated that, and I appreciate that. All right.
It is. No, it is a really good food. My mum doesn't like it, but I absolutely love it. My kids love it. My wife loves it. Honestly, it's a staple. It's a staple thing in our country. If our cupboard, or what you call it, pantry, cupboard,
yeah, pantry, cupboard, cabinet, whatever.
If it doesn't have Vegemite in there, the cupboard's not complete. Like it's got it. You have to have.
If you had to give up one, Vegemite or peanut butter, which one would you give up?
Vegemites gone.
Okay. So it is.
Yeah.
You are.
You're not going to give me. I'll tell you, peanut butter is like. You don't see me wearing a t-shirt, or not now, but like you don't see me wearing a t-shirt that says Vegemite. You see me wearing one that says peanut butter.
Peanut butter, yeah.
I should get one that says cheese, because I like cheese. Sorry.
Cheese. Cheese. See, that's hard. Cheese is like I'd struggle losing cheese.
It's a really good little. It's a good little snack cheese too.
It can go with any meal. It can be with breakfast. You can have it lunch, and you can have it as a dessert.
You can. You actually can.
Yeah,
you go to the pub.
Some brie with some cranberries and crackers. Oh man.
Yeah. There's not a restaurant in the world that doesn't have a cheese platter as a dessert option.
Right.
That's worthwhile going to. You know what I mean? Like, yeah.
Yeah, it's good.
Oh, hang on, in Australia, I don't know if this thing over there, but it's got to be a dessert option over here, the cheese platter. Yeah.
No, we have different varieties of cheese too. It's just, I don't know. I'd have to think about that. All right, back to the list.
Yeah.
Love it, fear it, or don't care. Kangaroos.
I love them. I love kangaroos.
You love them? Do you fear them?
Yeah, they're good. Yeah, I do.
Oh, you eat them?
I wouldn't. I do fear them. Yeah, there was a big thing actually, John. There was a massive thing going around the internet, and it was like all these. Well, I'll call them foreigners because they're not from Australia.
Yeah,
saying that they could beat up a kangaroo.
Did you ever see any of that? I've seen it. I made fun of a couple of those because I'm like, look, look.
Sorry. Oh, that's where I saw it on your page.
Yeah,
they're huge. They're
big old jacked up kangaroo. Yeah,
yeah. They're 8 or 9 foot tall. Like the big reds.
Yeah.
I think maybe when they're standing on their tail, that's all. I'm 6'1", and they tower over me. These things, and what they do is they stand up on their tail.
Yeah.
And they kick with their bottom legs. Now these legs that they can jump 50 meters nearly with these legs, right?
Wow.
It feels like not quite. No, it's not that far. No, sorry. But they can jump quite a way. So they're very strong legs and they've got very sharp claws. They'll stand back on their hind feet, on their tail, and they'll kick you with those legs and it'll tear you to pieces. That's it. One kick, you're gone. You split down done.
So when I did those videos, I looked at the other side of what happened when you got attacked by a kangaroo, and I was like, "There's no way nobody's gonna fist fight a kangaroo."
No way.
No way.
You wouldn't get close to it.
But then I did see that the one guy who rescued his dog from the kangaroo.
Yeah. That was pretty gnarly. Doing that was pretty gnarly.
He's got big cojones. Big
Getting up there. I mean, like, I'd be like, "See you, dog." I'd be out of there. So
but then again, we got people that'll do that with alligators. So they'll go rescue.
We got crocodile hunters.
Yeah, you got crocs too. You got crocs. Yeah.
No, thank you. No, thank you. If that comes up, hate it. Scared of it. All of it.
I didn't even think about crocs, but they're not on my list.
Yeah,
I should have thought about crocs. The reason I didn't think about it is because we have them too.
Oh yeah, of course, yeah. But an interesting fact about the kangaroo. So they're obviously, we hunt them, right? So we hunt them to kill from it. And sometimes the dogs will chase them, like the hunting dogs will chase them. And the kangaroo will just run to water and the dog will jump in the water and the kangaroo will drown it. That's what they do. They lead them to water. Yeah, they lead them to water and they grab them with those little arms and just hold them under. That's it. That's what they do. Yeah, you don't want your dog chasing after a kangaroo. Yeah, they're vicious things. Yeah. Wow. Kangaroos, they're out to kill. You should see them fight each other. Oh, nuts.
But they're tasty.
They are. But you got to have them. I'm notorious. People know that I like my meat well done. Kangaroos, you got to have.
I've made a joke about your video before because of the way that you like your meat well done.
But you got to have kangaroo medium at most. Like it's got to be pretty, pretty rare.
Got to be on the rare side.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, but it's still nice. Like I have a lot of their mince. I make burgers and stuff out of the mince and stuff.
Yeah.
Ground kangaroo. I think you call it.
Ground kangaroo. Okay. All right. The next one. Love it, fear it, or don't care. The letter R.
Oh, the letter R. He's not the worst. He's not like on the letter P or the letter W. Like the letter W and letter P. They're the two worst ones. I mean, R's all right. There's people out there that do struggle with the letter R.
Yeah.
To say it, they'll say it like a W. So there's a W taken over there. But the letter R, I'm going to say, I don't care about the letter R. Although it does feature in a fair few double letter words, doesn't it? Like a range is double.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Now that I'm thinking of it, maybe I don't like it. I don't fear it.
You don't fear it. Okay. Yeah. I was just thinking because there's a lot of the way that Americans pronounce words and the way that Australians pronounce words. The R is always like it feels like to us it's left off. It's like you guys abandoned the letter R.
We do. You guys really pronounce it, don't you?
Really, we're the hard R. We're a hard R.
Like it's a color. Or is this
exactly.
I did a video about that the other day. That exact word the other day about color and color. So maybe we just don't care about the letter R.
I don't think you care.
It's not like a bit. Whereas you guys are like, hang on, that letter R is like our favorite letter, and you guys are just missing it.
Forgot about that. Where's your R? You didn't say R.
You didn't say your R.
You can't do without the letter R. Oh, that's awesome. I figured I'd throw that one in. Okay, and the last one, which you kind of already touched on it, but snakes.
Oh yeah, hate them. No,
hate them.
Don't like them at all. They actually do. They send a shiver down my spine.
But you can't kill them in Australia, right?
I beg to differ.
Well, I know that.
I personally have never killed them.
She said that they weren't allowed to kill them. They had to call like state people to come in there and remove them.
So what we would generally do is like I wouldn't go anywhere near a snake. I'm not if a snake was wrapped around my daughter, I'll just say, "Wait there, Evie. I'll pull someone because I am not going over there." Right? That's a lie. Of course I would. But you know what I mean? Like, I'm not happy with them. They're no good. But I didn't know. I mean, it's kind of frowned upon, if you will. Like it's frowned upon, but I've never heard of a law saying you're not allowed to kill them. But there could be. But I've never had to look at it because I'm not going to do it because I'm not going to get close enough to one.
What about I heard stories of them like being in the houses and the ceilings and stuff like that. Is that
yeah. They're mostly like, so in places like Queensland, we've got what's called like a carpet python.
Yeah.
And they quite often get up into the ceilings, but they're not poisonous, those ones. Doesn't make them any better. But they're not poisonous.
But they're like 10, 15 feet long.
They can still strangle you though. They could quite easily fit us in them. So I'm not. Yeah. My friend, a friend I used to work with in mining, he had a boa constrictor. I think it was a boa.
For a pet?
Because they're the real big ones. As a pet, yeah. It's stupid, I know. But he said that like his was pretty good, pretty calm, and it was nice and that sort of stuff. But one day, because he used to let it sleep with him, one day he woke up with it laying like full length next to him. Because apparently what they do is they lay full length next to the prey first to see if they can fit it. Yeah, that's what he told me. And I went, well, do you still sleep next to me? He goes, fuck no, not anymore. Because they don't chew their food. They don't chew it. They just open this drawer and just go, that's it. Like, nah.
Yeah, their eyes roll back and their teeth roll back and they just unhinge and they just come all the way in.
No. What do you like snakes? Do you have what sort of snakes you got over there?
Oh, we don't have nothing compared to, unless you go down to Florida. Florida, Texas, and maybe some parts of California. That's where the bad snakes are. But like where I'm at, we got little itty bitty snakes, maybe a foot or two long. Nothing really bad. But you get down to Florida, they've got some. Florida and Australia have very similar, because that's the only place in the United States where crocodiles live, and they live with alligators in Florida. And a lot of the snake population.
Because crocs and alligators are different. I know that, but I didn't know crocs were actually in America. I didn't think they were.
Yeah, they're in Florida.
But they are there. They're in Florida. Wow. Yeah. That's a fair swim.
Florida
that'd come from here.
Florida's a rough spot. Wildlife.
Yeah, Look, I watch golf and I see the alligators up on the fairways.
Yeah.
What's with that? Surely there's put a fence there.
No, that would take it. That wouldn't be pretty anymore.
No.
It wouldn't be pretty.
This is not good. How far away from Florida are you?
I'm about 4 hours, not that far.
Yeah, that's good. They're not going to walk that far.
No, they're not coming. No, they're
not walking that far.
It's too cold for where. Now we have alligators. Like literally, I got a river. Like throw a rock and I hit the river. We've got big old gators in there, 10, 15 footers.
They're not good. Aren't they more aggressive?
No. Most of the time, if you don't mess with them and they're not hungry, then they're not going to mess with you. They're not aggressive. They're not aggressive.
They're not hungry. We're banking on a few things now.
Yeah,
I don't think he's hungry. He should be right. No, I think the freshwater crocodiles are okay up here. I think that like kids swim with freshwater crocodiles. It's the salt waters that you got to watch out for, and they're bigger.
They're gnarly. I watched lots of National Geographic on those guys, and I'm like, I just no.
Nah.
I don't need any of that. I don't need any of that.
No, I don't need it in my life at all.
So what are the things about the United States that you think what's an Australian perception of the United States that I can clarify for you? Like about our wildlife or about our snakes or whatever.
Well, I mean, I guess I don't really have anything because you guys have so many movies. Like there's so much more information out there about America, right, than there is about Australians.
That's not a good thing. That's not a good thing.
I know. But like is there a CIA or what? There's heaps of that sort of stuff.
I can't tell you that.
Yeah, that sounds right. Yeah, but like, our video, like all the movies in Australia, really, they're based around our wildlife and that sort of stuff. But they show the worst of it.
Yeah,
and the information's all there. Whereas Americans, they're pretty honest with all their stuff. Like I know there's fake stuff obviously too, but it just seems like
there's a lot of.
I kind of agree that I don't really have any misconceptions. I don't think. Yeah, and I've been there as well, and It was good. Like, I liked America. I could move there.
Did you have
I
Mexican
really
food?
like New York. No.
You've never had Mexican food?
I'm sorry, I've had Mexican food, but not in America. I had it over here.
Okay. I was about to say.
Yeah, I don't mind a chili con carne here and there. So I'm happy with that. Is that what you call it?
I can't go a week without Mexican food. I literally can't.
Oh, really? You're like a
we have a thing.
Fiend. Love it.
We have a thing called Taco Tuesday in the United States, and it really means you're eating tacos on every Tuesday.
Oh, so you actually raining. Sorry, it's pouring down with rain here now. Sorry. Oh, you actually have tacos every. Do you go to Taco Bell, or do you have homemade tacos, or how do you do it? Like,
no, Taco Bell is the worst Mexican. It's not even Mexican. It's not even Mexican.
Taco there you go.
The worst thing
There's
ever.
a misconception. Oh, I thought it was like amazing. I thought people loved it.
Oh my God, I wouldn't feed that to my dog.
How's it so successful then?
Because it's a chain, and they sell it for $1. They sell a taco, a shitty taco for $1.
You can get a taco for $1. We can't get anything for $1 over here.
Okay, so maybe it's not $1. Maybe it's like $2 now. But I mean, you want a soft taco, just a soft taco. It's literally some crap meat, some lettuce, and some like 3 pieces of shredded cheese wrapped in a half warmed up tortilla.
Yeah,
it's horrible.
So,
it's horrible.
Oh yeah. So do you call it a soft shell taco, not a burrito?
Well, it depends. Burritos are different than tacos. Burritos have usually have like beans mixed in with the meat, whereas a taco is usually just like meat and cheese and maybe some cilantro or something like that. Oh yeah, it's a whole.
I thought it was all about the shell. I thought it was all about the shell. I thought a burrito was the soft shell taco.
No, it's got everything to do with what's inside.
Everything. So look, I'm just look at me, student, you teacher. This is unreal. I had no idea. I thought burrito was just a soft shell taco, and you guys called it a soft shell taco.
No. There's soft tacos, there's hard tacos, there's burritos, then there's chimichangas, then there's pollo fundidos. I mean, it's a whole thing. It's a whole thing.
Oh, here's a question for you. What's a sloppy Joe?
Sloppy Joe. Sloppy Joes are the best. They're the best. When I grew up, it was like my parents, we didn't have very much money, so it was one of those things that you could feed the kids. And it would feed lots. It's basically a can of like this tomato puree that you mix with like hamburger meat and you put it on a bun. And that's it. That's what Sloppy Joe's is. It's delicious. It's got so much salt in there, it'll probably clog your arteries like immediately. But it feeds, one can will feed like 10 hungry kids. And
wow.
It's that kind of food. Sloppy Joe's are the best. I won't eat them now because I know they're gonna kill me. But
but it was yeah, you get what you get when you're a kid.
Exactly. You get what you got. Yeah.
And if you don't eat it, go hungry.
Yeah, exactly.
Is that what it was like? If you don't eat it, you'll go hungry. That's it. There's no other options. Here, we've got 15 options for our kids. I don't know why we do it.
Well, in the United States, the kids get to tell their parents what they want, and they'll make it for them. Oh, that's how it is in the US now. Yeah, that's how it is in the US.
That didn't happen over here. Oh, it probably is over here now, but like that mum never come out and said, Nathan, what would you like for dinner? It's like, Nathan, dinner's ready.
Yeah, dinner's ready. What are we having? Same thing we had yesterday.
You can come inside the house now. He's like,
you can come inside. Yeah, it's time. It's time. The street lights are coming on, and you can come in.
Yes, that was it. Like if you were out, I saw a meme not long ago, and if you were out, it was a photo of a light power pole with a light on it, and the light was on. If you saw this as a kid, you knew you were in trouble when you got home because the light was on.
Yep.
Yeah, so you had to. It was be home by the street lights on, and that was an actual rule. It wasn't a saying. That was an actual rule.
Be home when the same thing here. You watch, and the other one was, and I don't know if your dad did this, but my dad whistled. He would do a whistle,
right? No.
And he would whistle like it would go for miles. That people would hear the whistle, and everybody's dad, their whistle was just a little bit different than the other dad.
Yeah.
So they knew the different dads based on the whistle, and you knew if it was your call or your call or your call based on the whistle.
Clever. Yeah. So that didn't happen here because I grew up. My mum was single growing up. I had a good relationship with my dad, but they'd split up. That was the only thing. But obviously lived with mum. But yeah, mum couldn't whistle. She still can't whistle. But yeah, it was. I just had the rule of being home with the streetlights. I never heard the whistle throughout. I mean, other kids might have done, but I just wasn't. I was oblivious to it. But yeah, like that's pretty cool because it was our neighborhood was fairly close as well, so you could hear a whistle for a fair while.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Here's a good question.
Oh.
Is it true that Twinkies can last forever? Have you ever had a Twinkie?
Is a Twinkie like the soft cakey stuff with cream in it?
Yeah.
And yeah, that is a question I'd like to know the answer to. Can they last forever?
Okay, so here's a common misconception about the United States, and I might get a whole bunch of crap from all my American viewers right now. Everything in the United States now has an expiration date. Doesn't matter what it is. Everything in the entire food
even
pantry,
canned food?
even canned food, they all have expiration dates on them now, which is, in my opinion, a way for the food industry to get you to buy more stuff. Because a lot of stuff, a lot of stuff has, or at least when I grew up, you know, some canned food can last 30 years, you know, so everything has an expiration date. But Twinkies, they will last for a very long time. Are they good to eat after a very long time? I don't know. I don't know if I would do that, but they can last a long time.
I don't even know if we can buy them over here. I don't even know if we can buy them over here. We might be able to. They're pretty bad for you, though, aren't they? They'd be packed full of sugar.
Horrible. If anything lasts that long, it can't be good for you.
Yeah.
Because that means whatever it is not natural.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Well, we last 30 years, 40, we last 70 years, 80 years. Some of them last 150.
We break down slowly over it.
We do. And we wouldn't be good to eat.
Exactly. Exactly. I would not want to eat a well-aged human.
Yeah, you got to get us young. You got to look like lambs.
A petite veal, yeah.
Veals, that's it. That was the word I was thinking of. Sorry.
But that's true. That's true. Honey has no expiration date.
Yes. Same with over here. Our bees are the same as your bees then, by the sound of it. So.
You know, they said that they found honey in the pyramids.
Yes, I heard that too. Yeah, I heard that too.
And that there was like a sacred ritual to go to the afterlife with honey, and they found some, and it was still good. So I guess it lasts forever.
Apparently, hang on. Nick. Oh, Nick, how you going, man? Sorry, it was a regular live guy for me. Won a t-shirt off me, I think, one day. What? You can buy them at Easy Marts. So I'd say that was the Twinkies. But we don't have Easy Mart in Tassie. We've got Woolies and Coles. That's what an IGA. That's what we've got. All right. We haven't got any of these Audis or anything like
Andrew said you can get them at IGA.
Thank you, Andrew. Right.
There you go.
There's two IGAs with. I could walk to two of them, so I might go and get some after this.
You're gonna go get some Twinkies. Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome. Yeah. So what I want to do is, what's that?
That's cool. I can see where they're watching. So his and hers are watching on YouTube. Joanne.
Oh yeah, you can see where they're watching from.
Oh, that's cool. I like that. That's cool.
Yeah.
Sorry guys over here. I've been neglecting these guys. Sorry about that.
All the guys over here. So let's do this. Let's take a little moment and let's take some questions from the chats. So people in the chat on Instagram and on Facebook and YouTube over here on the StreamYard, but also on Instagram. Fire away with your questions for me, for Baron, about whatever you want to know about Australia, about America. If you're in Australia, go ahead. Shoot. We're ready. Yeah. We're here for you.
I've got that in a better spot now. Let's go.
Yeah, you can see it now. Let's go ahead.
Spud shed.
What's a spud shed?
I don't know. It's all spud's a potato. All right. So it'd be the potato shed. You can't buy Twinkies at a potato shed. So basically, by the sounds of it, the potato shed, it'd either be a place where you buy like jacket potatoes. Do you have jacket potatoes over there?
What do you mean by jacket potatoes with the skin?
Right. So you get a spud or a potato, right? You know what a potato is, don't you?
Yeah.
Full skin, and you bake it.
Okay.
Just like that. So you wash it and then bake it.
Yeah.
And then you cut it open. Then you cut it open, and you can put your fillings in there. So you might put like cheese and bacon, and they're pretty tasty. There's a
you
place
over
called
Plains. We call them baked potatoes.
Yeah, but like it's not like a little one. Yeah. Not like a little baked potato. I'm talking like the biggest potato you can think of.
The biggest like that, and then you wrap it in tinfoil, and then you bake it. Yeah, and then you take it out and you cut it open, and you can put now as Americans, we'll put chili in that thing.
Yeah, Australians will as well. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll put chili and cheese and
yeah.
sour cream and all that stuff. Yeah. It's still a baked potato.
Yeah,
it's just a big baked potato.
I know. Yeah, well, we call it jacket potato. So when you say jacket potato, you know that it's a big mother, right?
Okay.
So you know it's a big one. So yeah, I'm assuming that's what the Spud House is. Okay. That's what I'm assuming. Oh, you can buy them at the reject shop too. People are telling me where you can buy Twinkies. Like they want me to eat these Twinkies.
Richard's got an interesting question because I've watched this show. Do you ever go gold prospecting?
I've never done it. But it's something I actually wouldn't mind trying. Like I wouldn't mind trying some. Like they pan it. Do you know what I mean by pan it?
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind trying some of that. I'd like to have a little go at it. No, I haven't done it though.
There's a TV show in America called Australia Gold, and it's literally nothing but gold prospectors.
Yeah, there's a lot of gold stuff over here. There's a lot of gold mines and that over here. I worked in iron ore mining, but yeah, gold mines, lots of it. And they don't get much either.
Really?
Yeah, like it's not like as if they're getting big nuggets like this. Like they're getting
they're getting a little shavings of it.
Yeah, there's nothing like it.
And they're like strip mining the land to get it. I mean, they're like some of these operations are like taking the whole first layer of the soil off to try to find it. It's crazy. That stuff's crazy. I don't know about this question. I don't know what's behind it. What's Baron's opinion on Bluey?
Absolutely love it. My kids fucking love it. He's so good. Although Bluey's dad makes us look really bad, or makes all dads look really bad because he's such a great dad. But Bluey, so do you know what Bluey is or not?
I know. The only Bluey I know of is the little dog.
Yeah, she's a little cartoon of a little blue heeler. She is.
Yeah.
And she's got a little sister. I can't remember the sister's name. But my kids absolutely love it. He's great. She's great. So it's a little girl. But the father in it, he's probably it's like, the Simpsons, how Homer Simpson's kind of the main funny guy in it. I'd say that Bluey's dad is the main funny guy in Bluey. But I think it became like the biggest TV show in the world for a while.
Is it Australian? Is Bluey Australian?
It's Australian. Yeah, he's Australian. Yeah, she's Australian. Yeah, it's all about Australian.
Look.
So the blue healer is an Australian dog.
Is not in touch. I'm not in touch. Sorry. This is my sister-in-law, by the way. That's my sister-in-law.
Oh, hello, Jessica. How you going? Oh, it is too. Look at that.
harassing me. All right, here we go. What are biscuits called in America and Australia? Biscuits are often dunked in tea or coffee. What do we call them? In America, it's not as common as you would think to dunk anything in your tea or coffee other than a donut.
What? Is that why it's called Dunkin' Donuts?
Yeah.
Oh, no, we don't dunk donuts in anything.
Yeah, you dunk your donuts in your coffee.
Yeah, we call them biscuits, right?
Yeah.
Or bickies. Bicky, we shorten everything. We shorten everything over here. But we've got these biscuits called Tams, right? Shaped. Okay, so let's say my phone case is a Tam. They're a lot smaller than this, right?
Yeah.
But you would bite this corner off here.
Yeah.
And then you'd bite this corner off here. And then you drink your Milo or your hot chocolate. You drink your hot chocolate through the Tim Tam, and it melts all the Tim Tam inside, and then you eat the Tim Tam. It is amazing. Wow. It is the best thing. So Tim Tam is it's like a chocolate biscuit, and it's about, I want to say that big. Hey?
With a hole in it?
After you bite it, it does. Yeah, there's no hole in it. So it's a solid biscuit. And inside, it's like, I suppose it's a chocolate sort of Oreo cream. On the inside, that sort of setup on the inside. So it's, and then you bite the corners off, and then you drink we call it a Milo or a hot chocolate through the. It's like make it a straw, and then it melts it, and it's just like, and then it just goes in your mouth, and it just, stop it! Don't even get me started.
Now, biscuits in America are a staple, like what we call biscuits. They're basically a small bread dough that's, like, you ever seen a biscuit and gravy? You ever heard of biscuits and gravy?
No. Biscuits and chips and gravy.
Biscuits and gravy. Oh my God. Biscuits and gravy are the stuff in the United States. Biscuits are like, I don't even know how to explain biscuits. what biscuits are. They're usually for breakfast. They're all with different. They're with dinner and all kinds of stuff. They're a pastry. They're a bread. They're salty and they're sweet sometimes. I can't even explain it. I can't even explain biscuits.
Hang on, Jessica just said American biscuits are scones. Oh, so like it's almost like a dumpling.
Yeah.
Like a dough dumpling.
Mark said we call them scones. Okay.
Yeah, scones. Scone doesn't need the E.
Yeah, dinner bun. We call them dinner
bun.
Too.
Right. Okay. Oh, right. Yeah. But generally, see, we have scones, but I'd generally make that a sweet, so I'd have jam and cream on it.
Yeah, we can do all kinds of things with them.
Yeah,
we'll make like a sausage gravy, and you break open the biscuit in half, and you put the sausage gravy over top of it, and you eat it for breakfast.
Sausage gravy is actually good, isn't it? And it's got onion in it. It's got sausage gravy. I don't like onion, but it's still good.
Oh, here's a good question. What are collard greens? Collard greens are a very large leafy vegetable that you cook down really slow, usually with like a ham bone or something like that in there, and it's served as a side dish, and they're delicious. Delicious.
What is it, like a spinach sort of setup?
It's like a giant spinach. Yeah, it's like a giant spinach.
Silver beet? Is it? No, that's different again, isn't it?
No.
Do you have silver beet? Maybe it's silver beet, guys.
Maybe it is silver beet. I don't know. We have collards and mustard greens, so we have a couple different greens, is what we call them.
What's a mustard green?
It's a different kind of green, it's same family as a collard green. Yeah. Yeah.
So I'm off them. I don't eat vegetables anymore.
What? I thought
no.
What you're supposed to do when you're older.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. I'm going carnivore.
Oh, you're doing a carnivore diet.
I'm working towards it. Like, I'm not just going to go straight into it. And the best thing that I ever heard in my entire life was yesterday. My wife said, not yesterday, the day before, she said, thinking about doing the carnivore diet. And I know if she does it, she will stick to it, which will mean I have to because she does most of the cooking.
So how are you going to give up peanut butter?
That's what I was about to say. Do you know what it means, though? No peanut butter. I can have cheese, though. Because you can have meat, cheese, eggs. So it's more of an animal-based diet.
Uh-huh.
Meat, cheese, eggs, milk. You can.
Here's my hardest one. Here's my hardest one is bread. Giving up bread.
Yes, I know, but I can go weeks without bread, right? I can go weeks without bread, but then one day, whole loaf gone with peanut butter and cheese. Peanut butter and cheese on sandwich in the microwave.
Peanut butter and cheese.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh man, I've never thought about that. I've never thought about that. I have never looked at a thing of cheese and go, you know what, peanut butter, you and the cheese are going to get married today.
Yeah, they go really well together.
Huh.
And if you melt it like a toasted, do you have toasted sandwiches?
Yeah.
Grilled cheese sandwich?
Yeah, grilled cheese sandwich. A grilled cheese with peanut butter.
Yeah.
Wow.
Breakfast of champions. Can't have that anymore. Can I?
So hold on a second. You're now in you're in your 40s, right? And
just hit 40 this year.
Yep. You want to give up all the things that are great for
I know, but it's not going to be forever. Not forever. I don't think it's just to trim down a bit and then at the moment I'm probably about 70% carnivore, right? So most of my meat, every meal has meat in it, but then every now and then I'll sneak a little sandwich in or.
Is it all red meat or is it like poultry or?
It is mostly red meat, but I probably need to introduce a bit more white meat. I have a lot of pork. I have a lot of beef. And then I probably need a bit more chicken in there and fish.
Yeah.
Some fish for some fat.
Chicken and fish is what they say. Like if you look at The Rock, Dwayne Johnson, he eats nothing but chicken.
Yeah. That's it.
Huh. I've thought about it, but I can't give up bread.
Well, that's fine. I mean, that's it just depends what you want. Yeah. So
especially at this part of my life, I don't want to give up any moment of my life.
You're not ready.
Not having bread.
You're not ready to. Yeah, you don't want to do that. You should have done it years ago. Now you're not.
I'm 45. I don't care. I don't care.
You're 45.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were younger than that. I thought you were like 40.
I appreciate that. I did.
No, I thought you were my age. I thought, well, here we are, we're the same age. But now you're way older. Like you even finished high school before I started.
That's fine. Hey, you're the first person that said I look younger, so I'll take it.
I thought you did. I always thought, oh yeah, it's just a guy my age. We're the same guy. We're the same age. We're doing the same thing. So you're doing a bit better now, though. So yeah.
I'm not doing better because I'm still heavy. I'm a big boy. I'm 6'4" and 280 pounds. So I'm a big boy.
Well, you're way taller than I thought, though.
Yeah, I'm a big boy.
6'4". You're a big man. Did you play footy? Football?
Yeah, football. Yeah. When I was younger.
Yeah. So what were you, like a linebacker or a tight end?
I was a lineman.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was one of the big boys. Yeah, it's a big boy.
That's why I said
extra large, double X shirt was small on me.
Yeah.
By the way, this is Baron's hoodie right here. I ordered his stuff probably a year ago. I bought this. It's been in my closet, hanging out, waiting for this moment
because it doesn't fit.
No, it fits. It's just a little snug. It's a little snug.
Yeah.
It's fine. It's fine. I love it.
But I played 1 year of American football over here.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I was a halfback.
Yeah.
The one I made the hole for the running back.
Yeah. You're the blocker for the running back. Yeah.
Yeah. And then every now and then I got the ball too, which was cool.
So you guys have American football over there?
Yeah, it's very small. Like it's like you would come here and go, oh, why are the kids playing? It's not like we're not good. It's not good. But like it was just fun because we love the sport. So it was more we wanted to play. I mean,
you guys play rugby though.
No, I'm an Aussie rules football lover. I like Australian rules football. You ever seen that? No pads.
And it's the same thing as football, as like American football, but no pads.
No, we cannot let us throw it. We have to kick it. So, but we can kick it forward. We kick it backwards. We hand pass it. It's a completely different sport.
Okay.
We have to kick goals. We don't get touchdowns. We have to kick goals and that sort of stuff. Yeah.
Okay. I actually got somebody in Australia sent me a rugby uniform.
Really?
A full rugby uniform. Yeah. The Southern. Oh, what is the name? Hold on a second.
Yeah. Go and find it. I'll keep these guys entertained. Why is football in America? What? Why is football in America when you hold the ball and that's rugby? Football is kicking. I know. Yeah, why do they call it football? Because they don't kick it over there.
Oh, I don't know why they call it football. They just always sent me a jersey. Whole jersey.
That must be it's a sponsored one too.
Yeah, from Burton.
The Twinkies. Oh, it's like so yeah, that's cool.
The Southern Rough Riders.
That's awesome. I've never heard of them. So they must be down my way though. I don't reckon I reckon they'd be Victorian. They would be Victorian.
It's cool. It's cool, but when I put the shorts on, let's just say that it's not the kind of shorts that I would wear.
Oh yeah.
Because all my goodies were about to fall out.
Oh yeah. Now it was Aussie rules football shorts are smaller again.
Very smaller.
Yeah. Mm. But no, yeah. Cool. So rugby's different. Rugby's different as well. So they throw the ball to each other in rugby, whereas football you have to either punch the ball out of your hand or kick it. You can't throw it. No, you can't throw it.
Okay. Which do you prefer?
Aussie rules football.
American football.
So we're over here. I don't know. Do you have KO over there? KO is like a sporting app over here. Like it's a where I pay my subscription and I can watch sports from all over the world.
Oh, that's ESPN for us.
Yeah, well, it taps into ESPN and Fox and that sort of stuff, right?
Okay.
So I bought the KO sports app just for American football. But it turns out I probably watch Australian football more on it now. But but I bought it just for American football because sometimes the 49ers aren't on over here and it annoys me.
You know that like the NFL has taken their games worldwide now. Like they were playing in Brazil this year. They played in London.
They played in London the last 3 years, I think.
Yeah.
I really want to see them come to Australia.
And they've even had college games go to London. Like they had Notre Dame went to London.
That'd be cool.
Yeah. So I think that they're going to try to do that more.
Because there's Notre Dame over there, isn't there? I went to Notre Dame in London.
Yeah.
That's why they went
there.
You
may get an NFL game in Australia.
That'd be awesome. That'd be awesome. I'd love to see a college game because they're like the amazing thing. It amazes me how your sporting how it works over there for you guys, right? So you play college football and it's televised on TV, You get 80,000 people there to a game or whatever it is. Probably not that many, but like it's thousands and thousands of people to a game.
Yeah.
And then if they don't make the NFL, that's it. There's no minor leagues.
Well, now they get paid.
Yeah, I know that. I understand that. But
they get paid.
You can't be 40 years old at college playing football, can you?
No. What I'm saying is they get endorsements. There's like college football players that are making millions now.
Yes, I did know. I did know that the NAAC and
now you name it NCAA.
NCAA, sorry.
Not NAACP.
Sorry. Yeah, they come to the party and started paying them.
Yeah.
Do you ever see the movie, the TV show Ballers?
Yeah. Oh yeah, I love Ballers
with The Rock in it. That last series was all about getting the NCAA to pay up.
Yeah,
wasn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, they're making good money now. They're making good money.
Well, that is good. That is good. But what the thing is, but for years they weren't making money. They were just going. I was playing, and then thousands of people were going to watch them. Over here, if you're not playing in the AFL, no one's going to watch you. That's it.
Really?
The level below AFL, so the VFL or the QL, the Queensland Football League, that sort of stuff. AFL is Australian Football League, and then you've got your states. We've got 6 states and territories down here. If you're in one of those lower leagues, you probably get 300 to your game, 300 people to your game.
Wow.
And that's including staff. So, yeah, it's not like country football, which is a real local league, which we'd say was high school level, if you know what I mean. But it's adults playing, my age. They get more people because they bring their families along to the game, and it's a day out sort of thing. But, yeah, in the AFL, I think the grand final had 100,000 people there this year, and it was a fizzer. But 100,000 people there. But if the grand final for the VFL was on the next day, there'd be maybe 5,000 people there.
Wow!
So the drop off is massive. Whereas in American in American football, it's huge. Like,
well, in high school, you'll get 10, 15, 20,000 at a high school game, especially in Texas. Especially in Texas. Oh yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. That's your big football.
I say that we even here in South Carolina, we have certain teams that when they play, it'll put 10,000 people in a stadium.
Really? That's so cool. And you're a kid.
Yeah, you're in high school. That's how I played.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I played in front of like 8,000 people before.
Wow.
Yeah. It's just that big.
No, I've never played any. I've never done that ever.
Yeah, it's wild. It's wild to see all the people in the stands. It's wild, especially as a kid. But yeah, it's a national pastime. Football, basketball, and baseball. Those are the 3.
Yeah, they're your big 3. But why?
And NASCAR.
What about hockey? Ice hockey?
Hockey's big in regions, like the North region. It's bigger.
Yeah.
But if you wanted to go the entire country, it's football, baseball, basketball, and NASCAR. Yeah.
Well, basketball is world.
Yeah.
Really. Basketball. Baseball, baseball as well. But baseball's not massive over here though. I mean, there's leagues and that, but they're not huge. But whereas there's a national league of basketball over here. It's called the NBL, not the NBA. So NBL, National Basketball League. Yeah. But this is the thing though. Like, so with all of our sports, though, you can play it well into your 50s if you want to.
Really?
There's leagues that you can. Whereas over there, so NFL, for instance, that's if you don't make the NFL, you're not playing any football after college.
There's not really any organizations
unless
beyond
you go to Canada.
Well, they can do arena football. They can go to Canada, but yeah, they pretty much don't play after that.
But you've got to be good still too to play that arena football. Like that. That's big money, isn't it? The arena football.
No,
that's
not big money.
No. Okay, right. I thought it was big money.
You won't. I don't think that arena football really sells out games like NFL. And if they do it in an arena which has a capacity of like 20,000 at the most.
Ah, right. Okay, still 20,000.
Small.
It's more than I've ever played in front of.
Well, I mean, some of those college stadiums, like Michigan and the Rose Bowl, those are 100,000 people stadiums. They're huge.
Right.
And they'll sell them out.
Our MCG is 100,000, and that's it. There's nothing else that goes that high.
Oh no, I want to say we've got 5 or 6 stadiums that are 100,000.
Really?
It's crazy.
That's mad.
That's wild.
And what about Virginia Tech? They come into Metallica.
Virginia Tech.
Yeah, when they enter the
their entry song. Yeah.
Enter Sandman. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's fantastic. Absolutely love it.
It's a whole production, man. Football is a whole production.
It's so good, and the whole crowd gets to do it, and that's what I love about it. So it's like a.
But you know what?
I don't know. It's like
I will honestly say, and I might get yelled at for this one too, is that I've gone to NFL games. It's better to watch if you want to watch the game. It's better to watch the game on TV. Like the commentary and the filming and all of that stuff. It's better to watch on TV.
And you get little analytics and stuff like that.
Yeah, if you want to experience the game atmosphere, go to a game. But watching a game is better if you're into the game and you want to see who's winning and stuff like that.
Yeah. I went to when I was over there. I went to Thanksgiving Thursday. It was 49ers versus Seattle Seahawks. Yeah, it cost me $1,500 a ticket.
Oh my God.
Australian, so $700 and something dollars.
That's still,
back then.
That's still a lot.
It's still a lot, but I didn't care. We were running a honeymoon. I said, "Do I want to go to a game?" She goes, "Yep, we can go to a game." That's what's costing. I was earning big money then. I was in the mines, and it was good money. So, did it. But I loved the atmosphere of it. They had like an American flag that went the entire width and length of the field.
Yeah.
Who makes cotton that long?
we in America, look, don't tell in America they can't do something because they'll do it. They'll make an American flag to cover the whole country.
Yeah, absolutely. We will.
You just tell us we can't, and we're going to do it anyway. That's how America does it. Oh man. Well, so Baron, what do you have as we kind of close out today? Because I know we're running over time. But we've
way quicker than
be nice to people here. They want to go to bed. What's next for you? What do you got coming up on the horizon with your creator life, and what's going on?
Look, I think mostly I'm doing a podcast now with a friend in here. So I wouldn't mind pushing that. YouTube would be my next step though. YouTube for the actual Baron is my YouTube. So that's what I want to sort of push forward.
So for those who don't see it, there's a QR code at the top of the screen for both of us. I don't know where it is on the screen. But it's kind of shaded back there. You guys can, if you're watching from a device where you can take a picture of the device, you can get to all of our links, both of our links at our merch stores and all the things that he's talking about right there. So your podcast is on your YouTube page?
No, it's a diff because this is the thing. See, I haven't I think the podcast is in my QR code, but I've got it's called the Baron Files podcast. So it's a different page.
App.
My YouTube, my normal YouTube is just the actual Baron, and I've got a podcast with another guy. So yeah.
Okay, good. But they can find that on your link tree.
60 followers on my podcast.
Well, maybe you'll have more. Hopefully, you're going to have a whole lot more after this.
Hopefully, all of you people in here, there's thousands of you, I can see you all, are going to check out my
follow the Baron. If you're one of my people and you're not following the Baron, you're doing yourself wrong because he's somebody that I've looked up to forever.
And vice versa. Like I always push DBV anyway, Dad by Veteran, because he's literally one of my favorite creators. I remember the first video I saw you do was a guy was carrying on about how kids used to drink out of the hose in the backyard. And he's going, weren't sinks available? And you back then you jumped on and said, we weren't even allowed in a house back then. Like,
I think you should. So
cyber was to drink out of the tap.
Yeah, Janice thinks you should go on tour.
There you go. Well, that's the thing. So I do get a little bit of stage fright. So I don't know how I'd go on stage because you're doing a tour.
We are doing a tour.
Correct?
We are doing a tour. Yeah.
And how are you going with the stage? Like, it's good or
bad? Listen, the first time that I did it, I was panicked. I was so panicked. I was like, I'm going to throw up. I'm going to pass out. I'm not going to make it. There's no way. And I just kind of went blank and went out there and just did it the first time. And I made it. And people laughed at it, I think. I don't remember very well.
That's the main thing. They either laughed at it or at you. It doesn't matter. Like, hey, as long as I've always said, I don't care if people are laughing at me or with me, as long as they're laughing, that's all I care about.
As long as they're having a good time, it doesn't matter. But the second time that I did it, it was a whole lot easier. It was a whole lot easier second time.
Yeah, okay. So how often do you do them? Is it like once a week or is it twice a week?
We're like every other month. So our next one is in November in Cleveland. Right. And then after that, we'll do one in January. Then we're going to do Mardi Gras in February. We've got a whole schedule for next year. We're doing a cruise.
Yeah, right. Oh, really?
Yeah, we're doing a whole
Do you
cruise.
have to do a night show every night or on
It's
the
gonna
cruise,
be like
or is it just
every
one?
couple nights we'll do activities or comedy shows or hang out with the people that are cruising with us. Yeah, so we're gonna be the entertainment on a cruise. It's crazy.
And how many of you are there?
There's 4 of us. There's 4 of us total.
Who's the
So
mastermind? Are you the mastermind, or is
we're
there?
all the mastermind. We all like
You're all sort
collectively
of chipping
came
in.
together. Yeah, it's
I like
me,
that a lot.
Nick Harrison. Do you know who that is, Mr. Professor?
Yes, I know. Yep. You
Yeah,
had him
so
on.
it's him.
Yep.
Yeah, Slim Sherry. Do you know her? The real Slim Sherry. She's a purple-headed lady that cusses a lot and talks about getting older and stuff like that. She's there, and then there's
I don't know how he's
Kelly Mano is the 4th, and she
Right.
does a lot of Gen X style
And it's
stuff.
all, yeah, nice. But it all gels well. You're all putting
Yeah,
in.
we all
That's
gel
awesome.
together. We stay in Airbnbs whenever we travel, and we hang out and we do pajama parties and shit like that. Yeah. that's what we
Someone
do.
just said, Gary HN has just said, watch out, Spirit of Tassie. So Spirit of Tasmania is the boat that goes between Tasmania and mainland Australia.
Oh.
It's not like a cruise line or anything. It's just a boat. But it's just he was having out. I thought it was quite funny. I like that, Gary. Well done.
Yeah, but you should try it. You should try it. Try stand up, man. I think you do great at it.
Yeah, maybe I will try. There's no real stand-up. Like I'm in a small town in the smallest state of Australia, so there's no real opportunity here. I'd have to get on a plane and go over to Big Island and do something over there, which I'm probably a little bit less comfortable over there. But I think at some point I'm gonna have to step out of me little boy pants and put my big boy pants on and go and do something.
Well, I mean, you got a big following as an Australian, so we're only young for so long.
That's exactly, because I'd hate to be laying on my deathbed and go, I really should have had a crack at that. So maybe I should just stand up and go, right, let's go and do it.
You never know. I wouldn't want you to miss that. Well, Baron, it has been an absolute pleasure to have you here.
Always is, mate. Always is.
As the first international.
When we're together, I mean, I'm not always the pleasure. Sorry, it's always a pleasure being in the room.
You are always the pleasure. You are always the pleasure. For everybody who's watching on both sides, please make sure that you're following each one of us on all of our platforms: YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and even TikTok. We don't stream this to TikTok because this platform doesn't allow us to do that. But we love our friends over at TikTok as well. Follow us.
We do.
Merch stores are in the links. You guys can check all that out if you want some hats or if you want some Baron merch. One other thing. If you didn't know, this guy wrote this book. This book. I forgot to whip this out while we're here. Can you guys see what that says? It literally says the English language is a cunt. This is the most hilarious and epic book. I actually read this on my podcast one time, just in the voice, because I love great illustrations of Baron in the book. God, just
completely self-published.
Good stuff. Yeah. So now you're going to have to go buy some more of those and sell them.
Yes, I will have to. Because I sold out. They sold out a lot quicker than I thought they would. I thought I'd have them for like a year or so, and I could just sell a couple of books every week. But they sort of sold out really quick, and it was a whirlwind of work because I hand wrote every single address on it and all that sort of stuff.
Did you really?
But yeah, I think I need to do it again. Yeah. Yep.
I do the same thing.
Yes,
I do the same thing with my merch.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, I do all my merch myself.
I even bought a so my merch is printed in New South Wales and sent to direct to customer. Yeah. Because I didn't have the funds to buy a big bulk amount.
Yeah.
If that makes sense. Yeah. Whereas the book, my wife said, no, we'll do that one. And I even bought like a label printer and never ever set it up. Just still wrote them out.
So you did each and every one of these. You did the packaging for each and every one of these. I feel special now. I feel like I'm special. I got a copy. I'm going to send it back to you so you can sign it, and then you're going to have to send it back to me.
Well, let me buy another set, and I'll sign one and send it over to you.
Nah, don't worry about it. But the book is awesome. The book is hilarious. It's a great. people walk into my office and they see this and they're like, "What the hell is that?"
What is that? Yeah, that's what it was. That's why I did that. The name of it. Like my wife said, you can't call it that, and I said, I'm doing it because of that book. Go to fuck to sleep.
Yeah, exactly.
And that was like, it was an eye opener for people. So if you, and I just went white background, English language is a cunt, and people are going to go, what is that?
Exactly.
What
It
is
works.
that?
It works.
That's what I wanted. That's what I wanted. Yeah.
It works. It works.
Mm.
It's awesome. So check out his merch store. Follow on all of the pages. Baron, like I said, it's been an absolute hoot to have you on here. I'm
Always
so
love it.
excited, and you and I are going to keep in touch, and you know,
Absolutely.
maybe we'll bring you up on our comedy tour one time whenever we get down to Australia.
A little collaboration.
Collaborations.
Mm.
A little collaboration goes a long way.
It does.
For everybody else watching, this has been Coffee and Creators. 2 weeks from now, we will have another special guest on. We're back in America for this one, and she's going to be great and hilarious. You can check out that schedule on my Facebook page or on my YouTube page. You can check out the next one. So, Baron, it's been awesome again. I really appreciate your time.
Thank you so much for having me. I really appreciate it.
It's been great. You go have the good rest of your day to you and all your friends in Australia. And for all of our friends here in America, go to bed. It's late.
Oh, it's good night for you guys, isn't it? Yeah, good night. Sweet dreams. Sweet dreams.
Sweet dreams for the Baron.
Don't
all right,
think of English language.
All right, hang on for a second. I'll end the live stream and you and I can keep chatting for a second.
Yep.
So everybody else on the live stream, have a good night, have a good day, wherever you are in the world, and we'll talk to you later.
See you all.
And